Okay, we are back, Dad.
Yeah.
We've got a success story, one that is sure to get the
juices flowing? The Ray Shefska stamp of approval?
Exactly. Today's story is going to be from Misti. Now, before we do, we've got the ongoing Runner Report to Win contest, March 1st.
Yeah.
We're doing the live stream.
Who's doing
evening,
that?
Us too.
Oh, geez.
So stay tuned for that. Up to $250 Amex gift card, a $175, a $100.
That's a Monday, isn't it?
It is a Monday, yeah.
Okay, good.
We're doing
Thank
a Monday.
God there's not Monday Night Football.
We're doing a Monday night live stream. But before that, we got to announce our winner from the for the daily contest, which is to get access to YAA membership, membership for 1 month.
I thought that got them some daily show.
Today's winner.
Yeah.
Just for following us on Instagram. That's one of the ways to enter.
Yeah.
Raz is Jet.
Wow.
That's my dad's Instagram.
Yeah,
Claire Blair, you're today's winner. You're going to have 1 month access for free, a $198 million value.
Unless it went up recently, yes. I thought it was $183 million, but what do I know?
Anyway, there you go.
Claire Blair, congratulations to you.
Check the link down below for the rules, contest entry, all that fun
See
stuff.
if you qualify.
Today's success story, Dad, that I know you haven't heard about yet, comes from Misti Hardy. Okay, you ready? I'm going to read this out to you.
Please
and we will get your reaction to it. Okay. Okay. This is the first time my husband and I have bought a new car, and we ordered it back in the beginning of November.
Okay.
I used my time waiting for the car to arrive watching your YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Thanks to you both, I had an understanding of the process and the confidence to stand my ground and ask questions.
Good for you.
By the time the car arrived and was ready for us to pick up, I had already had many back and forths with the salesman with updates about the car's progress. When we got to the dealership, we had friendly conversation while doing the test drive, which I could tell he thought he had the sale in the bag and had our complete trust. Now, I want to pause just for a moment.
Yes.
Factory ordering a car. We've done a video on it recently. And so although Misti has done a fantastic job, and we are going to shower her in praise here, can you just kind of, in 30 seconds, when do you negotiate on a factory order car deal?
The price?
Yep.
Before you order it?
Before you order it.
Yes.
That is like just what you should do.
Yes. You negotiate the discount from MSRP or the amount over invoice or the invoice amount that you're willing to pay, but you negotiate all that at the time you're ordering the car, prior to ordering it.
And then generally speaking, you put down a deposit.
Yes.
Now, in this case, it doesn't sound like that's what happened with Misti. And because supply of new cars is short, it kind of makes sense. Maybe they didn't really care if she bought it or not because they'd find someone else who did, right? But just in general, that's when you negotiate.
Yes.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
I told the salesperson how I had learned a lot about the car process and kept it light with how VIN numbers are and knew the history of legislation for the Monroney label. And then when it came time to go in and talk numbers, I gave him 2 offers for our pre-approved loan and asked him if they would be able to beat them. I also asked if he could show me what incentives are available right now, which I had looked and couldn't find any, but was hopeful. When he came back, he had written up the car with our loan offer and the car being at MSRP and starting to tell us what our monthly payment would be. Mm-hmm. I stopped him and asked about incentives, and he had said that there were none. I asked him if there was anything he could do on the price. He went back to his manager and came back and said no, and that the manager was firm on the price. Ever heard of that before?
No, not once. I don't think I ever uttered anything like that.
I asked him if there was anything he could do. Whoops. Yeah. I asked him if he thought I deserve a fair price for the car, which he said yes. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I then asked if I could please look at the vehicle invoice.
Yeah.
He looked at me and said the what? In complete shock, and then explained that there was no way she, his manager, would let me look at it. I said, okay, well, I don't believe this is a fair deal, and I'm okay with coming back Monday to see if the manufacturer has some new incentives, since it will be a new month.
Yeah.
And this is, again, like timing at the end of the month. This is a reason to do that. Well, he stopped his happy salesman charade and asked, what is it going to take to make this happen today?
Good. Because that's all a salesman knows how to say. What do we need to do so I can earn your business today, Mr. and Mrs. Jones?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A little backstory: where I live, it may snow once every 3 years, and it had snowed at the beginning of the week, so I was confident that the dealership had gotten not a lot of sales during the week. I explained that all I was wanting is a fair deal, not the best deal, but a fair deal. Great point. I think that's a standout point.
Yeah,
it's just
really
fair.
Is. I just want you to be fair with me.
A small potato, some would say. I then went on to remind him that I had plenty of time to do research, and then said, I know that I know that included in the MSRP, there is a floor plan fee in assistance and holdback that goes to the dealer.
Yes.
I then pointed out that when we ordered our car, I came to the dealership knowing excitedly what I wanted and even had it printed up to make his job even easier. The whole process took 45 minutes at most. Do you think it is fair that I pay for the floor plan when my car will spend less than 24 hours at the dealership? Completely flustered, he responded with, how does $500 above the invoice price sound? I told him that it sounded fair, but I would need to see the invoice to verify the numbers.
Yeah.
He took the new price to his manager and came back with the vehicle invoice, explaining that she was looking over the price. He came back with an offer from his manager of $1,000 above invoice. My husband and I told him that we were okay with the price after looking at the invoice. It seems more like a fair deal for both parties, and that we know that these times are not easy for everyone. So on and so forth. I want to pause for a second. You have a salesperson come to you that comes and says, this person just told me that they know about floor plan and holdback. I want to sell the car. What do we do? Like, what is your reaction to that?
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do.
Like, are you surprised by this at all?
Well, am I surprised? Come on, man. I did it for 43 years, so there wasn't a whole lot out there that would surprise me. So when we were confronted with a situation like this, I would just say to the salesperson here's the invoice. Tell them you're going to give them friends and family pricing. Here's the invoice. How much over invoice do you want to pay? You figure out what's a fair enough profit for us to make. Just let us know what it is. Pencil that number in, then we're done.
So that's the whole idea behind being a YAA member. Like, literally just having those talking points saved thousands of dollars.
Yes. I mean, because, as a sales manager, I don't want it to take a lot of time. The salesperson doesn't want it to take a lot of time. We ordered this car for the customer. Shame on me as the sales manager.
For not having negotiated
the price prior to placing the order. Shame on the salesperson for just assuming that the customer was going to flop at MSRP. These are all things that should have been fleshed out when they were ordering the car. And since I, as a sales manager, didn't do my job and the salesperson didn't do their job, okay, here's the invoice. Let's rock and roll. What do you think is fair? Let's just move on with life.
From Misti. I was not able to get a copy of the invoice to share with you, but wrote down the basic numbers.
Okay.
So the MSRP on the vehicle was $57,800.
Okay.
The invoice was $54,893.
Okay.
They paid $55,893. They saved almost $2,000.
Yes.
Just by being informed.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome.
And truth be told,
boom. I just stamped myself.
Yeah, well, you probably deserved it. And they probably could have gotten more, because if this was a Ford, and it was, we know that holdback is 2% of MSRP. So what's 2% of almost $58,000?
Sure.
That's
another $1,200.
Yeah. Okay, so, and we know the floor plan assistance is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of
1%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so there's another 17.
Yeah, and plus they paid him $1,000 on top of that.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad Misti was able to get them to come down off of the MSRP.
Huge.
And she did a good job with that and holding firm to what she thought was fair, and she was probably more generous than she needed to be.
But I will push back that, like, you always talk about a fair deal is a state of mind.
Exactly. It's a good deal is a state of mind. If the dealership's
good,
happy,
not fair. Fair is not a state of mind. Good is state of mind.
Okay, a good deal is simply a state of mind. If as the dealership they're happy with the numbers that they're willing to accept, and as the customer, if you're happy with the numbers that you've agreed to pay, regardless of how much profit there was.
Yep.
If you're happy with it, then it's a good deal.
But I do hear what you're saying. There was maybe some more money on the table. That being said, to hold your own like that and to not flop.
She did a great job, because I'm just guessing in the past they would have just said, okay.
When we got to the F&I office, I was ready with my vehicle service contract quote from your auto advocate. That is like the VSCs, the extended warranties. Even if you don't buy it from us, guys, just use it as leverage at the dealership.
Use it as a tool. That's
you can literally self-quote. Like, All right.
Yeah.
The guy was rude to start off, and we could tell we were keeping him from something. He misspelled my name, no big deal, and when I corrected it, he continued for the rest of the time. Every time he had to put my name on something, he would make some kind of comment in a demeaning way about how no one spells it like that. Every time he would talk through me to my husband, and my husband would refer him back to me, having to talk to me.
Yeah.
He tried to tell us that because we ordered our car, we got a special deal on the extended warranty options.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I told him we had a quote for one, which ended up being $800 less than the one he offered with the discount. Boom.
Yeah.
Example right there. He pushed back and said, well, this one is from Ford. At this point, I had already had enough of this guy's undertone of misogyny. I pushed back and said, yes, but this one will allow me to pick any certified shop, so I wouldn't be forced to come to this shop where we don't feel comfortable, if we didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
He didn't offer us anything else and printed up the contract for us to sign. At this point, my husband jumped in and asked about gap insurance. The F&I guy told us that was something we would go through our auto insurance to get. This F&I manager sounds backwards because dealerships make money selling gap insurance.
Absolutely.
Which was not true according to
the lender.
To what our insurance agent had told us earlier that
Yeah.
day when we checked. Our agent
Yeah.
had explained that this is typically covered by the lender. You can sometimes get it through your auto insurance.
Yes.
Some don't, some do.
Yes.
And then the bank where you're getting the loan can also help you with gap insurance.
Sure.
Don't buy it from the dealership. If you do, negotiate it.
Yes.
We told him that what we knew and had him added on. Incredible that they were, yeah. Once we were done in his office, we went up front to pick up our new car. The experience with the F&I guy was awful and unnecessary, but it couldn't get to me that much as I was driving home in my dream car.
Good for her.
So Misti's story is now up on the YA website, yourautoadvocate.com. These success stories are awesome. Knowing that we're helping people save money
Yes.
is incredible.
Yes.
And knowing that people are empowered is super meaningful. What are your thoughts? What are your takeaways, Dad?
Well, it validates what we do and why we do what we do. I know there are many viewers out there that think we're just full of poopies, and depending upon what we could be. But when it comes to working on behalf of customers, that's our goal. That's all we want to do. We want people to understand how the auto buying process works at a dealership. And the only way to help people understand that is to, as you like to say, peel back the onion, go layer by layer, so that we can show them how it all works. And that truly is what we live for at this point. At least what I live for. You're still looking for a lifetime companionship. Me,
I do this, and I make pottery. That's my life, and I swim sometimes and ride my bike. That's
And he
it.
runs.
And I run. That's it.
But other
this
than
is
that,
this
yeah.
is this is life for us. So become a member if you're buying a car.
Yes.
Honestly, even if you don't become a member, just continue to watch the videos because
Yes.
those teach you plenty. You know, I think Misti must have been a member. She was getting the VSC quote. Whoa, VSC quotes and everything.
Yes.
But seriously, just like we're here to help. That's what we do.
No,
this
that's
for.
what it's all about. It's all about helping.
All right. Want to give it to him?
The stamp of approval.
Just one more time.
Bop. The Ray Shefska stamp of approval.
I think it's getting to his head, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay. It's cute.
Yeah. Well, it's all in my head.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.